So Chinese New Year is around the corner and I know a lot of you are excited to eat all your yummy food and snacks. And while I'm all for giving yourself a cheat day and rewarding yourself, I do think that some people do tend to overeat during this period in a pretty unhealthy way. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you some tips that you can try to prevent overeating. So counting calories is not everything, but knowing how many calories are in your favorite Chinese New Year snacks will help you gauge how much to eat and when to stop. One open-faced pineapple tart is 93 calories. And if you prefer the closed ones, you know those pineapple balls, that's actually higher in calories because there's more pastry and that also means more fat. So ranking number 2 on our list is kueh lapis. One piece is 237 calories. And to burn it off, it will take you 24 minutes of running or 1.5 hours of household chores just to burn off that one piece of kueh lapis. I don't know about you, but for me, when I eat my snacks, I want to make sure that my calories count. If it's a 237 calorie kueh lapis, I want to make sure that it's bloody amazing. This is probably the worst Chinese New Year snack. I mean calorically. One slice of bak kwa is 370 calories. So if you eat like 5.5 pieces of this, you pretty much hit your daily recommended intake for women. It will take you 37 minutes of running or 2 hours of household chores to burn the calories of one slice of bak kwa. So if you want to eat a piece of bak kwa, you can. So what my mom used to do is that she used to cut it into mini strips. When it's cut into strips, you know, you can portion control better. And it's really nice because when you cut your bak kwa into small slices like that, everybody can kind of share from a plate. So, you know, you're kind of like sharing the calories. Every year, I know all the bak kwa lovers look forward to this during this festive season. And plus, it's also the year of the pig, so I'm very sure people are going to, you know, go ham on these. If you want to indulge, I wouldn't recommend eating more than 1.5 slices of bak kwa a day. Okay, so now that I'm done ruining your Chinese New Year fun, here's some good news. Not all Chinese New Year snacks are that bad. Love letters are one of the not so bad Chinese New Year snacks. Each piece is only about 56 calories. I think the only danger is that because they're so lightweight, it's very easy to overeat them, so just be conscious on how many pieces you're eating. So dried shrimp rolls are about 23 calories a piece, which is great news because that means you can snack on them without worrying too much. And it's a great snack, especially if you prefer savoury to sweet. And the Chinese New Year snack with the lowest calories is kueh bangkit. Each cookie only contains 15 calories, which means you can indulge in them a little more. Lastly, the healthiest Chinese New Year snack, in my opinion, is the mandarin orange. Each orange only contains 40 calories. It is high in fiber, high in vitamins, and low in fat. I find that portion control is really helpful in preventing overeating. The trick is to not eat from the container because it's very easy to lose track of how much you're eating. So one of my favorite tips is using your palm for portion control and then limit yourself to eating whatever snacks are on your palm. So once you fill your palm up with your snacks, let that be your limit. If you're one of those really ill-disciplined people and portion control is not quite your thing, you see 2 pineapple tarts but really you could eat 10, then my best tip to prevent overeating is to disrupt your taste buds. So do try out my portion control tip, you know, portion out all the snacks you want on your palm and also add a strong mint to the mix. It has to be a strong mint, so after you're done eating all the snacks on your palm, pop the mint in and that will really help to disrupt your taste buds. So any other snack thereafter is just gonna taste really strange. And if all else fails, drink more fluid to fill yourself up. The more you drink, the less hungry you feel. Needless to say, I recommend drinking water because it's gonna help you stay hydrated, but unsweetened tea is a great alternative as well. So my next tip is to plan your feast days. It's the festive period and it's okay to indulge, but just do so in moderation. So plan which days you're gonna indulge and stick to it. For example, I tell myself I'm gonna indulge on Chinese New Year Eve and also on Chinese New Year Day. And so I do that, but then on the days after, I limit myself and I also practice portion control. So alternatively, you can find bakeries and shops that do offer healthier options for Chinese New Year snacks. And I know what a lot of you are thinking, it's probably gonna taste really bad. And to be honest, I was pretty skeptical myself. So I managed to get my hands on a couple of these healthier options and I'm gonna do a taste test right now. So I found this place called Delsey's Desserts and Cakes, and it's a bakery that offers vegan confectionery, which means there is no gelatin, no dairy, and no eggs. So the first thing I'm gonna try are vegan pineapple tarts. There's an impression that vegan food is usually, better for you, and I guess because there's no butter and no egg, there's not gonna be any cholesterol in these cookies. These pineapple tarts also claim to be lower in sugar as compared to the original pineapple tarts. They're definitely a lot smaller than the traditional pineapple tarts. It tastes very buttery, but I'm surprised that there's no butter added to this pineapple tart at all. I think that the pastry is the right amount of sweetness, it's not overly sweet. These are pretty good. I'm going for a second one. So in comparison to the traditional pineapple tarts, it's a lot lighter as well. So while these tarts are vegan, they still do contain sugar, so I wouldn't recommend eating the whole jar. But if you are vegan or have friends who are vegan, then I say that this is a great alternative. So these are vegan coconut love letters, and it's very different from the traditional love letters because these are completely eggless. So considering it's coconut, I do think it's gonna taste very different, but the good thing is that I love coconut, so I'm actually really looking forward to trying this one. So one of the best things about love letters is that when you open the jar, you can smell the love letters. The coconut scent is pretty strong, but it does smell very similar to love letters. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so addictive. I already know it. This is like the addictive smell. Once you smell, it's like, okay, game over. Yeah, it's definitely a lot thicker than your traditional love letters and not as flaky. There's a bit of a coconut aftertaste in your mouth. It's definitely a whole different snack. I don't know, the traditional love letters to me just has a very iconic, eggy, taste. It's just very reminiscent of Chinese New Year. It's a delicious snack, but it's definitely not the same as your traditional love letters. So you know by now that bak kwa is one of the highest calorie Chinese New Year snacks. So I went around to look for healthier alternatives and I found this. Vegetarian bak kwa. And my first impression of vegetarian bak kwa was, might as well don't eat. But you know what? I haven't tried this before, so it's too early for me to judge. So I'm gonna go give this a go right now. And if you're wondering what vegetarian bak kwa is made of, the main ingredients are soya bean protein and mushroom stock. It looks funny. It really looks funny. It looks like shit. Sorry. Oh my god, it smells damn bad. Oh my god. It looks like otah. But not in a good way. Oh my god, this is gonna sound like a very strange comparison, but this smells like airplane blankets. It's like airline seats and airline plastic bags, and you open, then you have the blanket that comes out. Then sometimes it smells like really funky. It smells like this. It kind of came out in this like blob. So I'm gonna try to separate the individual pieces. Okay. This is the texture of cardboard. Cardboard that was left in the rain. And then I was so hungry I decided to eat it. I'm not even gonna say it tastes like mushrooms. Or that it tastes like soy or tofu. Because this tastes like so bad. I really feel like throwing up. Even though I thought this was like the healthier alternative, it's definitely not healthy. In fact, I read the back of this, the plastic, and it says that it has vegetable oil, sunset yellow, sorbitol solution, and just a list of all these very dubious ingredients. So I think the lesson here to take away is that even though it's meatless, it doesn't mean it's healthier. So you know what? Chinese New Year only happens once a year. So definitely go and enjoy your time with your family. So if you want to have the snacks, go and have the snacks. Just be conscious of the portions that you are eating and don't overdo it. So that's all for me. I hope you found this video useful. If you liked it, please remember to give it a thumbs up, click the subscribe button and hit the little bell so you always get a notification every time we post a new video. Or you can download the Clicknetwork app to get early access to our videos before they hit YouTube. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, 新年快乐，万事如意，身体健康，步步高升 and all that. Take care guys. Bye!